Well, a domestic violence advocate says that Iowa's Attorney General is making changes to help make life safer for survivors. She's restarting a protective notification order system. It notifies survivors when a protective order has been served to their abuser, along with its expiration date. Tiffany Allison says that those status notifications will make a big positive difference.
You know, the most dangerous time for a victim is when they're trying to leave, and oftentimes it's made much more dangerous when that abuser is served the no contact order. So we definitely want victims to be aware when that's taking place.
State leaders do not have a timeline of when those changes will be ready at this time.